Hey guys, GGA here. Garage sale haul from Sunday, May 24th. I only got the one garage sale that day, but I found some pretty cool items. And I put up a video of me walking through this guy's garage and showing you guys all of the stuff that he had. He had a lot of stuff. So there was a particular thing that caught my eye in the ad, which is why I drove to his sale. I got there after he had closed up. He had like tape up on his driveway or something. But I went and knocked. He's like, yeah, I can show you. I mean, I'm closed, but I closed up. I'll show you. So as you know, if you go check out the previous upload of me showing off everything in the garage, he had a lot of stuff. He had horror movie stuff, music stuff, Eagle stuff. So it was really overwhelming. It was for a disabled veteran. It was a fundraiser for a disabled veteran. So from what he said, people were giving away their stuff for sale, and the proceeds were going to the veteran. But the particular item that caught my eye in the listing description is exactly what I ended up buying. I mean, I didn't end up buying all of the stuff, but I am happy with what I got, even though I wish I'd gotten more. It was he negotiated. It was a tough negotiation, but so what I ended up grabbing was some Kiss stuff, some Kiss action figures, and some Kiss Funko Pops. So so I'll give you guys a closer look at each item. So this one, yeah, McFarlane Toys, the Gene Simmons one. These are cool. The box is nice and everything. So yeah, I'm not sure about how much profit I'll make, but I think I'll be alright. I'm not gonna lose money. So yeah, Paul Stanley, McFarlane Toys, and so I ended up getting those for 15 each. He wanted more, but I was able to work them out at 15 each. And here we go: the Star Child Funko Pop and the Spaceman Funko Pop. So he was gonna. I think he wanted like 20 or more for the action figures. And then he was gonna work. I worked him down to 15, but he was trying to sell me some other stuff. And I was like, well, I'll take the action figures. He was like, well, if I'm gonna give them to you for 15 each, I want you to buy some other stuff on top of that. So I grabbed the Funko Pops, and he was willing to do. He said, how about 5 each? I was like, that's what I was thinking. So I mean, and they're not worth that much. They're worth some. I couldn't have done more than 5. So so I got the Funko Pops for 5 each and the action figures for 15 each. So I only ended up spending $40. And he was telling me to come back the next day on Memorial Day on the 25th, but I didn't end up getting up. I mean, I wish he didn't want to exchange contact info. I wish I'd been able to. I wish I'd gotten his number so that I could have just called him and said, hey, sorry, I couldn't, because I would have let him know. I was like, I'm not going to make it in today. I would have told him that on Monday, and then maybe I could have arranged another appointment because he was going to let me come in there before he opened up for the day. And he said, yeah, people are dropping off more stuff, but all the horror movie stuff. So like I said, as you guys can see in the video of me in his garage, there was a lot of horror stuff, Friday the 13th stuff at all, but they wanted way too much. I know one of the prices they wanted for he said that a girl donated the stuff and she wanted like $100 for one of the items, or I can't remember. Remember that one of the items was I think he said a girl donated most of the Jason stuff, the Friday the 13th stuff, and she wanted $100 for one of the items, and that was way more than what it was priced out on eBay. So I would have loved to have negotiated with the guy and bought all the Friday the 13th stuff and all the Kiss stuff, but he just, another thing. Yeah, I mean, it was all going towards a veteran. It was a fundraiser, so you think he wouldn't have been too worried about what he got. You think he would have been glad to get rid of all the stuff to a reseller since they were helping out a veteran, but whatever. I can't make these people cooperate. I can, there are people that are open to negotiate. There's other people that, are greedy and want too much money for the stuff rather than just selling it online. But, so yeah, I mean, he was kind. He just, he definitely, it took some negotiating. So yeah, another quick look. So yeah, just got all these total of $40 for all this stuff. So I didn't spend that much money. I just there were some DS games there too, but he was actually the thing is that I wish I had some more time there that day because he's like, yeah, I gotta get you out of here in a few minutes. I got some guy coming here to pick up a bunch of clothes and he's gonna look around. So yeah, we only have a few minutes. So I was under pressure. So that wasn't fun. That was the downside of it. But no, he wasn't rude or anything. But yeah, I didn't have any time to check out the DS game. So maybe I'll just go back there and say, hey, did you it's Nick again, because yeah, we introduced each other by our first names. I'll be like, it's Nick again. Do you have anything left? Because I'll buy the rest. I'll buy it if you want to negotiate. So it wouldn't hurt to take the drive. So there you go. Oh, the only sale I went to that day, got the Kiss stuff. But yeah, the Kiss, it was really exciting to see all that Kiss stuff. There was some Kiss like 7-Eleven cups, some Kiss coffee mugs. The coffee mugs he didn't want to negotiate very much though. But if I could have gotten That would have been really nice to get some good deals. But hey, at least I got a few things. So, even if I only go to one sale in a day and I get a few things and I can make money off of, I mean, that's good because I can continue to make videos about the stuff. And, it's not just about reselling the stuff. It's also about making these videos to show you guys, because that's the other thing is that, it's content that I can create. And it also helps stimulate my business because, I've never sold anything to anyone through the platforms, like the social media platforms. Like, it's not like anyone's reached out to me on YouTube saying, "Oh, I want that. Let's get in touch. I want to buy it." Haven't done that. That hasn't happened. Or like on TikTok or Instagram, Snapchat, X, Instagram, which also posts over to Facebook. So yeah, no. Like I said, I mean, there was a real life friend of mine, a guy that I recently met in person for the first time. He bought one of my items off of me. He bought the Disney chair that I posted a few weeks ago. So that was cool. It's always nice to be able to sell stuff to friends or just people that reach out through the platforms. But as far as so like I said, I've never sold anyone that reached out to me through YouTube, but someone on a Facebook reselling group that I'm in, a really cool reselling group. All these different resellers are on there. They help each other out. It's really cool. I'll post things like, "Oh, do you think I should buy this?" And people will leave comments like saying, "Yeah, I'll do it," or "Now I'll pass." It's nice to get opinions from other resellers. So the reseller group is fucking awesome, though. Lonnie Honeycutt, that hardcore reseller here on YouTube. I haven't checked his channels in a while, but he's got a good following on YouTube last I checked. Like Garage Flips, Shed Flips, whatever his channels are called. He, I think, started the channel, and what happened was someone he started the Facebook group. Someone on the Facebook group saw that I bought some 360 stuff, and this person was like, "Oh, can I buy a controller from you?" It was like he wanted to buy like one or two controllers from me. He's like, "I'd rather buy from you than buy elsewhere." I was like, "Yeah, sure." So he paid me on PayPal, and I sent him the stuff. That's the only time that I've sold to someone through any of the platforms like that, like social media platforms. Also, I think I sold a while back. It might have been a controller. I can't even remember now. I forgot. This one of my good friends. I sold him a video game item. He sent me the money and I mailed it to him. So, and there's also another buddy of mine that would buy a lot of stuff from me. He really helped me out by buying stuff from me. But yeah, it's really awesome when people are supportive when they want to buy my stuff. I mean, it's just so much fun. So, but yeah, anyone on here though that on any of the platforms, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, X, Snapchat, all those, anyone that wants to reach out to me to buy anything, feel free. I would gladly sell to you if you want to, if you're interested in any of this stuff. So it's a lot of fun getting all this stuff out there and showing it to everyone. So like I said, this is half the fun is making these videos and showing you guys all these different things, because it's not just, going and sourcing this stuff. Of course, that's the main thing. I go to the yard sales, I meet up with people on Marketplace and I buy the stuff and then I resell it. And, that's a lot of work getting it listed, cleaning the stuff sometimes, having to sit on the items for a while, waiting for them to sell. Still sitting on a bunch of books that I listed months ago that haven't sold yet. So, but yeah, it's all part of the game, and it's so much fun. But like I said, that's half of it is, the actual work going and sourcing the stuff and reselling stuff. But half the fun is making these videos and showing you guys, showing my followers and my subscribers. So yeah, anyone that wants, so KISS stuff. I'm excited to get this stuff moved. So if anyone is interested, just let me know. My buddy Barney was telling me that one of his friends is a huge KISS fan. He was like, "Oh, you should go back there, go see if you can get the rest of the stuff." So I just wish I could call the guy, but whatever. Maybe I'll just drive there and see what happens. Because he was nice. He's not gonna get mad if I go back there. The worst that happens is I knock and no one's there. So all right, there you go. Just just a quick run that day, later in the day, and but ended up So the KISS stuff is what caught my eye in the ad, and that's exactly what I ended up buying. I would have loved to have bought all that Friday the 13th stuff. That would have been so fucking cool. I probably would have actually. My buddy L probably would have wanted at least one of the Friday the 13th items, but it would be so nice if I went back over to that guy's sale and the stuff was still there. So we'll see. All right, guys. GJ signing out. Click like, comment, follow. See you guys.